Hello and welcome. This is Hena Talati and you are watching It's Tomorrow News. Tropical Cyclone Seroja has ripped across 1,000 kilometer stretch of Western Australia, leaving trail of damage. This storm made landfall near the town of Kalbari as a Category 3 storm on Sunday with wind gusts of up to 170 kilometers per hour. Tropical Cyclone Seroja struck, tearing through the townships and leaving the trail of damage and power outages. Kalbari, a popular tourist town which lies 580 kilometers north of Perth, is a home to about 1,400 people. Kalbari is a very small town and half of it has been flattened by this cyclone. The whole town was impacted by this cyclone and some areas have greater concentration of damage than others. Not only the older buildings did not stand up very well due to the cyclone, but even some of the modern buildings could not hold the heavy storm. Large trees with quite substantial limbs just snapped off like carrots. The storm raged through the night and was absolutely terrifying. Rainfall was relatively short-lived in this area, but it was very intense. Weather authorities said Cyclone Seroja had sustained uncommon pace and strength overnight as it moved from Kalbari and Geraldton on the coast and inland across the state's wheat belt. Several towns in the state's southeast still remain under red alert, meaning the authorities advise residents to take shelter. Residents in the affected area north of Perth had been urged to evacuate as the cyclone accelerated towards the shore. The storm was later downgraded to a tropical low through the strong winds continued to move southeast and a red alert remained in place for Kalbari and Northampton. West Power said more than 31,500 customers had lost power in Kalbari, Geraldton, Northampton, Dongara, Port Denison and Muleva. The cyclone's southward track was historically unusual. Category 3 cyclones are not usually common this far south. Cyclone Seroja initially put out interest because as it developed off West Australia, it interacted with another tropical low cyclone Odette. This rare phenomenon is known as Fujiwara effect. For a cyclone to cross the coast south of the Carinavan, it must travel a considerable distance towards the southwest into the Indian Ocean. This was the case with Seroja and winds steered it away from the Western Australia coast before they weakened, allowing the cyclone to curve back towards the land. It maintained intensity because of the higher than normal sea temperatures. This kind of weather system is rarely seen below Carinavan, which is some 315 kilometers north up the West Australian coast. Tropical Cyclone Seroja also maintained its intensity largely due to warm sea surface temperatures up to 2 to 3 degrees higher than the normal, and warm seas were created by environmental conditions influenced by La Nina year. A specialist in reconstructing long-term natural records of extreme events said that his historic data show cyclones of this intensity rarely travel as far as south as this one did. In fact, it has happened only 26 times in the past 5,000 years. Last month, areas of eastern Australia were evacuated as rivers and dams overflowed in the worst floods in decades, with around 18,000 people displaced. Unfortunately, climate change is very likely to mean disasters such as Cyclone Seroja will become more intense and will be seen further south in Australia more often. In this regard, Seroja may be timely wake-up call. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News, Hena Talati. For more weather updates like this, and please subscribe our channel.